Hello guys, I am now on my main account going to do an unranked since I'm playing Zerg, and uh, you probably all know this, but Zerg is not my main race, so I'm not going to risk my rank, although it is low and I have quite a bit of bonus pool. I think I'm going to do quite a bit of laddering after I make this video. So I keep changing how I play as Zerg. A few days ago, one of the guys I practice with happens to be friends with EG Machine, and he's one of the lower tier pro players, but he's GM nonetheless, of course, since he's pro. And so I played one game against him, and I also was observing with him for a lot of the other games, and I got to ask him some questions about each matchup, specifically ZvZ. So we'll see my new ZvZ skills now. Alright, let's do this. I don't actually play Z. Now that I think about it, I almost never play ZvZ on this map for some reason. I guess a lot of Zergs like to veto it. Maybe because it feels small, or your third is kind of in a weird location. I really don't know. Although I played a fair amount of ZVTs. Who knows? I don't. So, Zergs do not have early anti-air, so you just send your overlords straight over there. Now, since my overlords won't necessarily see zerglings coming, in fact, I might just send this one kind of down more so we can see them earlier. And also, some all-ins like 10 pool baneling, for example, are really quite hard to stop with a 15 hatch. I'm going to go 15 pool. Now, the 15 pool is only marginally worse than the 15 hatch economically, because with the 15 pool you get your queens much earlier, and although you don't have the extra hatchery for your production and mining as quickly, you do have queens much quicker. And those queens that you have much earlier will increase your production quite a bit and let you get drones to keep up. You're still going to be a little bit behind, but it's not really that big of a deal. And especially when you aren't risking losing to really anything. So how I'm going to play this game, I'm going to go 15 pool, 15 hatch, no, 15 pool, 16 hatch, 15 gas, then get one more drone, and now I'm just going to chill for a sec. So yeah, he's got an expansion that's probably a 15 hatch. Now I'm gonna get a queen right away, then zerglings to go scout and harass. Now this map you can get scouting done fairly well with just your overlord, and now 18 overlord, by the way. So yeah, I can get my scouting done pretty easily on this map with just my overlord. However, I could go run up in his main or attack that hatchery or something, just maybe force a few lings. And so now, and possibly an overreaction, so gonna just drone right back up, start another queen right away, and then move this one down after injecting, because this hatchery can't produce a queen, so I can have this queen be this guy's hatcher, be this hatchery's queen, and then start my next one, so I'm effectively getting my second one earlier, and I'm gonna get that right away, so no drones to snipe off. So I'm just denying mining from his third until I have a third, or no, I'm denying mining from his natural until I have a natural. Ooh. Oh, and now I'm just going to run away and get my baneling nest, because that's what you do with your first 50 gas. So your first 50 gas after zergling speed. So I want to be a little bit more careful with this guy. We can go ahead and send this guy to the third. Now his zergling speed can kick in pretty soon, so I want to be a bit more careful about that. Also, this game I'm going to be going Roach, So, yeah, I'm just gonna get a few lings here. This is kind of annoying. But he's not really gonna do anything. Oh, come on. And now that my Baneling nest finishes, get an Evo chamber. So I see he's getting his evolution chamber, so and I also made a bunch of lings since I was a little bit scared and I don't want to die, so whenever you do that, whenever you have zerglings, just go use them. I may be able to go do some damage now. I really don't know. So I'm just gonna send one ling in first. Okay, so he's going 1-1. He's going for quick 1-1 lings, which is a strong build. So now all I know is he's investing quite a bit into upgrades really early on. I've got my +1 carapace, which is pretty good on its own. So now I know that I can just drone to the max. I'm also going to start spreading some creep. So how you play Roach style is you get some queens to help you defend from mutas early on and spread creep so that you can move between your bases. And they're also just they're fairly good units on their own. They can also transfuse roaches. So now that I'm taking my third, I'm going to put one Baneling here, one Baneling here, then these will be my new Banelings. I'm gonna continue to drone. Now I know he does not have a third base. I'm taking mine much earlier than his. Now he's gonna try to deny me from taking mine. So this is the main place that I need to worry about. So I'll just rebuild my lings, build some roaches, get my lair. And I may be able to go snipe that now. Does not seem like he has any Banelings here. Now, I do see these Banelings. So I need to make some extra queens now. I should have done that a little earlier. I need to get faster at doing that. Oh, I should not have these guys rallied here. But he's like, okay, well, I can run by these roaches and go for a counterattack. I can retreat. Oh yeah, I should have taken those much earlier, those gases. Or I can take as much damage as possible from everything. So my macro's not doing so hot right now. I've denied his third. Well, he doesn't even have 1-1. I'm really confused by this guy. So I also need to start worrying about, mutas, that's it. So that's his new third base location. Looks like I just saw over here he's coming to attack. Actually, you know what? I need a bit of static D. I also need to transfer these drones. So if his whole army is up here, he's just waiting to counterattack, and I am going to shut him the hell down. Shucks. Oh boy. Did I start my hydra then? No. Crap, that's... No, that is not what I want. That is what I want. So, spores kind of just wreck mutas. And these queens will be plenty of defense for me for now. And see, that's why queens are good. So even though I got my hydra den ridiculously late, I've got my army pretty well split up. Oh, one thing I need to start doing is hotkeying all of my overlords so that I can retreat them all efficiently when need be.
We require more minerals.
So these queens will make for excellent defense.
We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
I need to think about taking a fourth soon. So this is starting to get a little dangerous. So if he's just going to focus down my hydras, I'll simply retreat. And people get the idea that hydras, or that mutas are fighting units. Look how inefficient they're being. So I'm just dishing out damage right now. Need to start my hive, and now I'm gonna try to secure a third base. Or fourth, rather. I'm gonna send a pair of lings down there just to check. You, in ZvZ, you keep your drone count much lower. That was kind of unfortunate. That's why you need to spread creep down here. You should have your, good Roach Hydra player will have their creep spread to their third in time, or fourth, so that their queens can defend it and their army can get there quickly. Did I get the Hydra range? No, that's unfortunate. I need more roaches to back up this army. Roaches, no. Focus down, mutas. Okay, so I need to... I'm going to go Swarm Host for my late game. Oh, don't even get a chance. So that was kind of a weird game. I made a lot of mistakes in just my build, because I'm kind of getting back into this style. I don't really know what I'm doing for sure, but pretty much how it works is you go, start off, go, Start off, go 15 pool, 16 hatch, then gas quickly after that. Get ling speed, get your queens, get a baneling nest, get carapace upgrades, take a third base, get more gases, get ranged upgrades, get lair, use queens to defend yourself. You saw how good the queens were. If they try to engage it, you just transfuse, 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 and you should have spores there. And spores 3-shot mutas. They kill them in about, I think it's like 2.2 seconds or something. That how fast they kill them. So yeah, maybe 2.5. I'm not really sure. So anyways, from there you go. You pretty much stay on the defensive. You can suicide your lings at some point once you have hydras. I oftentimes just use them to do a run by or try to kill their third or something. You rely on zergling baneling for like the first 9 minutes or so. Then you should be going more into roach production, and within like 3 or 4 minutes after that, once you've got your third secured and you've got drones on it, you can start teching to hydras, getting a second evo chamber. Once you're 2-2s, like a third of the way done, get an infestation pit so you can get hive and 3-3. Make sure to get your hydra upgrades and spread creep to all the places that you need to be, so that your queens can help defend from mutas and zerglings, and so that you can build static D there, as well as just have map vision in general. So that's kind of how you play Roach Hydra, at least against Ling Muta players. If they are also going Roach Hydra, you try to do some damage with your Zergling Baneling, and from there you just try to survive. Like, don't die, but have a few more drones. Just in every engagement, try to survive with them as little as you can, and fitting in as many drones as you can, and eventually that can snowball. But don't be too risky. I oftentimes in ZvZ play a little bit too safe, just because I know I can beat them once we get to the mid to late game. And then late game, there's a bunch of different transitions you can do, one of which is Swarm Hosts. Uh, some people like to go Ling, Ultra, and Fester, maybe Vipers too. It's really your preference. I wouldn't recommend going melee units like Lings and Ultra, though, if you are if you're going Roach Hydra, because you'll have all your ranged upgrades. Anyways, hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys next time.